So I was sent this industrial endoscope by Foxwell. This is the Y400 model. And asking my opinion on it, make this short video. So let's check it out and see what you get. As with most of their tools, you get a nice carry case for it so that, once it's out of the box, you've got a safe way to hold it because this is a electronic equipment. You don't want to have it get wrecked. So a nice hard case, handle on the top here, dual zippers. Looks like good zippers even on this thing. Moves real nice. Here's your kit, user's manual. Got some wipes and some cloths here to make sure that the lens is clean. For here, you've got ability to move using a wet or a dry wipe to clean it up. And then here's the device. You're going to have a little pocket here where you could store the owner's manual and those other accessories here. And then the device itself fits in here. You've got a charging cable. It's a USB-C connecting head there. Put that in here as well. And then here's the viewer head here with the endoscope. So this has got a little caution here. It's talking to you about don't curl the cabling while you're operating the wheel. So this is the wheel. You want to have this pretty straight as much as you can. Don't bend it too tight when you're trying to rotate the viewing of the camera. That's what this wheel will do. So that's a little warning they put on there. As well, you've got a little cover over the lens here. This is the lens that you're going to be using. You can see those little green things on the edges, those yellow. Those are LEDs. That's going to light the way for that camera in the center to be able to see. And I'll go ahead and cover that back up while we're not using it. And then the whole device fits really nice in this case. Extra length wraps around. You've got about 3 feet of length here to be able to reach. Actually a little longer than that. Let me go ahead and measure this, and we'll see exactly what that length is. Because this is important. You need to be able to reach down into deep places for this kind of device. And we're coming out here with, that's a little over 3.5, 4, it's probably 5 feet long. Let me do a full test of the length here. A little bit off camera, but we'll see. Bring this across. Yeah, and it comes out to be a little over 5 feet, about 63 inches or so. So that's important because when you're looking down in, if you're doing a view down a plumbing scenario, or you're trying to reach into the back area of a large diesel engine, you might not have a lot of room to move in there. You need to be able to bend this line and flex and move it to where it needs to go. And then when you've done that, here using this wheel, you'll see that you're going to be able to move the device. See that? How that does that with remote control? So what I can do is I can say, hey, I want it to go more to the left, to the right. I can turn this way, and I can do that. And if I need it to point in the other direction, I can turn the whole thing this way, and I can do like that. So using your 2 hands, super efficient way to do this. I've seen others where it's just a lot harder to control, but not this device. Fits really well in your hands like this. You're going to have on the device itself the ports here on this side. And this is going to be a piece of rubber here to protect it. You've got a reset button here. You've got a card here, so you can put an SD chip. They give you one. Comes with a 32 gig card already, so it's going to record what you're seeing. You can pull this out, put it into your phone or into your computer, and then you've got your DC in 5 volts. So that's going to be that USB-C charging right there. I'll go ahead and turn it on here. I'm going to press and hold here on this power button on the right. Illuminates with the vendor name. And now we are already seeing the camera image. It's covered up here by this here. Pull this off. And boy, look at that. Look at the clarity of the image here. So as I look back down here at myself, you can see just how clear this image is. Checking out this speaker over here. I want to rotate a little bit over to the side, to the other side. Very, very cool how that works. You can see the lighting there already illuminated. And what I can do with this is I can push the button here, dim the light down a little bit more, dim it even more, and then turn it off. So if I'm in a situation where I don't want that light on, I can do that and I can turn that off. Click it again, turns it all back on. Very cool. When I'm ready to take a picture here, I can push the button here, start the recording, and then you're going to see that that image was saved successfully. Every time I push that, I save an image. Very, very cool. And then I can zoom in and I can zoom out with these buttons here to get more view. Got 3 levels of zoom there, and then it resets back to the center. So all kinds of functions with this tool here. You can see it's even got readings. It's hard to see here, but readings here for the temperature, and readings for how much battery is left and how much space is left with your storage card. So overall, really cool device from Foxwell. I've used their tools before for dealing with ODBC and reading computer chips and such. Being able to see inside my motor with one of their tools is yet another great feature that they offer. Hope that helps. Learn a little bit more about this diagnostic camera. Hope this information has been useful to you, and as always, I hope you have a great day.